We've got to go back and fix the problems and the policy failures of the 20th century in order for California to have the future that we know she deserves, and we know that's better than the years that have been behind us. But we've got to do some serious repair in the process.
Welcome to LA Social Science. I'm Celia Lacayo, and today we bring you a piece on the UCLA Center for the Advancement of Racial Equity at Work, also known as CARE at Work, and the LA Black Worker Center, who recently celebrated one of their own, Lola Smallwood Cuevas, who launched the first Black Worker Center and was recently elected to the California State Senate. We spoke with her and a couple of folks close to the centers to give you a little insight into some of the great work and history of the centers.
I came to the Labor Center in 2004, and it was a time of horrific crisis for Black workers. My colleague at the UC Berkeley Labor Center, economist Stephen Pitts, had done a survey and a study looking at job quality in the Black community in LA, New York, and Chicago. And what we found in LA was that over 50% of Black working age adults were either unemployed or employed in low-wage poverty jobs. And we knew that that was a destabilizing formula for our community, and it accounted for the poverty that really was reflected in the fact that Black people were just 7 or 8% of the population, but 40% of those homeless. 8% of the population, but 50% of those in county jail, and 40% of those in state prisons, dying 17 years sooner than any other population in the county. And so, we were so excited to build a platform that really was about strengthening the Black working class here in Los Angeles County that would then become a model for the country. Now there are 17 Black worker centers across the country, the first one here in Los Angeles, and creating a movement around ensuring that there was an intentional Black voice to address the very unique job crisis that Black workers face.
When I heard about the Black Worker Center and about Lola Smallwood Cuevas, I just thought it was like a dream come true, because there's no institution that I know of that was really dedicated to building Black workers' power, not just in LA, but anywhere. The only exception might be North Carolina. And I spent my life writing about not just economic justice issues, but about the Black working class. So Lola actually reached out to me and asked me to come meet her at what was then the Black Workers Center space at the Paul Robeson Community Center in South Vermont. And we made a commitment. I mean, I was committed to working with the Black Workers Center, doing whatever I could, and to apply whatever scholarship, knowledge, insights I might have to the actual on-the-ground organizing work that she had initiated.
This root system is going to make all the difference in what I do in the state capitol, but also what so many more of our colleagues and my colleagues in the state capitol will do, who understand that we have to put working communities, vulnerable communities, racial equity and economic justice as a priority. We are going to need this root system to make sure that we are successful and do the work.
So I initially got involved with the Black Worker Center through the UCLA Care at Work program. I joined their We Gonna Be All Right class, and that kind of got me the foundation for how Black organizing really takes place, more of the history regarding like the Black worker movement and some of like the context regarding Black labor in general. And then what really got me directly invested in some of the work they were doing was through their Freedom Fellowship program, where I actually got to do on-the-ground work with the Los Angeles Black Workers Center.
Saying that Black voices matter, making that normative, making that part of our conversation here in California is something that I'm very proud of. And that work has gone on to create other worker centers in California, including the San Diego Black Worker Center and the Inland Empire Black Worker Center, which grew up out of the work after the LA efforts. When I came back to the UCLA Labor Center and established CARE, the Center for the Advancement for Racial Equity at Work. And CARE is the hub for regional organizing. And it's also a model that is there's going to be a hub now happening in the South that's bringing networks of worker centers and economic justice organizations that are addressing the Black jobs crisis together to build power across sectors and across community and to really move policy and practice change that makes a difference in the lives of Black workers. And we know when Black workers do well, all workers do well.